What's up, guys? We're back here with some more CPC content. This time, in week 3, we're going to face Epperforth, the renowned NPL coach. Yeah, sorry. Um, yeah, we're 0-2 right now, unfortunately. So we are hoping to bounce back right here. Unfortunately, again, we have a balanced team. He plays hyper offense, so I was forced to bring a more offensive-based team. He has a couple of big threats to my team. I won't go too much in depth on the team I brought, just because he's in my division and we're going to play again, and I don't want to reveal too much of my thought process and too much of my sets, because actually some of the sets haven't been revealed that well, or haven't been revealed at all. Well, have been revealed, but not just one move or whatever. So I'm going to give a quick commentary of this. Let's go. I decided to lead off with my Snorlax because it's a mixed defensive variant with some offensive investment as well. It can take at least one hit from any of his members, if not 3 or 4, and can proceed to 2-shot or even OHKO any of of the members in this team. So right here, Swallow, he goes for U-turn. I know that this is physical damage. I predict his switch out into the Zygarde because it seems like his best switching. I don't think he would go hard along the Marowak because with Thick Fat and being a normal type, I wall his dual stab, quote unquote wall, and his best thing to hit me would be low kick, but yeah, I have a Choppleberry for that. So I go for Ice Punch, as you can see, and I freeze the Manda, which is big because this was actually a huge threat to my team. But even the Bandit variant couldn't OHKO me here, apart from a Superpower, and if he went for Superpower, I had ways to capitalize on him being locked into that. So next, he brings out the Alolawag, and right here I have the Choppleberry. I'm not afraid of low kick. I think to myself, yo, let's just Earthquake this and get damage off, because I'm playing for the Scarf Blazing and Sweep at the back with high jump kick, and for that, and Flare Blitz. For that, I need the Marowak gone and some damage on either the God of War or preferred the Nihilego. Because I want to sweep with Flare Blitz, because the Swallow revealed to be physically offensive, so I'm predicting Protect to get off the Flame Orb. Maybe he would have gone for that turn 1 though, so I don't know. So regardless, I go for Earthquake as he reveals his best move to hit me is Earthquake, which does pathetic damage. I do much more of it to KO. And here he decides to switch out. I actually have the Pursuit on the Snorlax, and I debated for a while if he would just switch right here, predicting like anything. But I felt like Earthquake was my safest play at this moment because I still had a decent. Now that Zygarde is gone, I have basically a stack and my Clefable in the back, so I can easily. God damn it, sorry. I can easily just sack Clefable, and if he goes into Swallow Scout the set, get some chip off with burn damage, which I'm predicting it to be. Earthquake, Swallow. Hindsight, I probably Pursuit was my better play. I liked looking at how the match turned out, but whatever. And I would throw my Snorlax, go into Clefable, to sack it to the Facade. Metagross is a sweeping set, so I didn't want that to take any damage. And right here, I can bring in my Scarf Blaziken and threaten this thing out with basically anything. My best play right here is 100% to go for Flare Blitz, because his only switch-in is the Marowak or the Nihilego. Nihilego I want damage to regardless, and that can't really touch Metagross or do enough damage to Snorlax, while Marowak is at the rate, at the amount of health it's at, it's to KO to buy Flare Blitz anyway. I proceeded to KO the Marowak with Flare Blitz as he brings in his Nihilego right after. But that's 2 of his fire resists already gone, so that's nice for me. I predict him. He brings in a Nihilego. I think he's going for rocks. I can bring in my Snorlax, preserve my Metagross, because I thought he might just be a Specs variant with like HP ground to hit my Metagross, because I didn't expect him not to be able to touch Metagross at all. So, yeah, funny prep. I'm not sure I agree with that, but I guess Bullet Punch always does a million anyway. He goes for Acid Spray, and he drops my Special D, as I reveal for the Pursuit, because I think like he can't kill me with a hit because he's not Specs, and I have Earthquake. And Return is going to do a lot of damage regardless, and Pursuit would put this Nihilego almost in range of Blaziken's Flare Blitz. Like any other hit would do that for me, but no. He stays in, which is bad, because now I can just kill off my Snorlax. But I go into my Latias here after, making the play I wanted to, because I still with +1 special attack, I thought he had something for my Metagross, which he turned out he didn't. And by going Latias here, I can safely pick this off with the Psyshock. If he goes hard into Gardevoir, I can click Shadow Ball in my mind and drop to this Latias to this Gardevoir. And in consequence, because I am a relatively bulky Lumberry Metagross with Rock Polish, I can safely set up Rock Polish on this Gardevoir. Because like he can Encore me and stuff, and because then next turn I'm faster and I can kill it. Yeah, and then sweep the game from there. However, yeah, as this is going to play out, he goes hard Gardevoir, takes damage. I can Shadow Ball it on the next turn. I'm not Roserade Berry. Get off the Shadow Ball, like as you can see, it wouldn't have to go it anyway, but with a drop in mind, so he kills it. I go Metagross, and I Rock Polish up to beat his to be able to sweep. I didn't expect him to go hard into Magneton because on the Meteor Mesh I would have popped this balloon, and he didn't know I was Rock Polish. So I thoroughly disagree with his play of hard doubling into Magneton with his Gardevoir. I thought his play was to sack off, to sack the Swallow if anything. Oh yeah, exactly, to sack the Swallow, because this way he preserved the health on his Gardevoir, which meant Scarf Blazing he couldn't sweep with that jump kick, or he preserved the health on his Fire Resist, which is the Nihilego. So I think sacking Swallow was the play, because if he had gone hard Magneton on this Meteor Mash, this incoming Meteor Mash, whether it's a Mega Gardevoir or most likely, the balloon would have been popped. I would have been able to sack up a Rock Polish on the following turn, and I know for a fact he didn't predict Rock Polish here, and then sweep through his team. So I think this was a choke on his part. It obviously worked out for him because I can't touch this Magneton apart from Ice Punching it, so I basically have to fish for a freeze here because it goes for Magnet Rise. It's my best play. I can't switch. I'm trapped. So I go for repeated Ice Punches, going for the freeze. It's a douche move, but it's still my best play in a way because I can't just throw away the Metagross. Yeah, and right here, because I never got off the damage I needed on his resists, I cannot do enough damage. I cannot lock into any move to sweep through his entire team safely. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Nothing would have done enough to every member to kill. HJK didn't do enough to Swallow, to Gardevoir. Flare Blitz didn't do enough to Nihilego, and knockoff. Did I have knockoff on this set? Sorry for this, I'm just checking if I had knockoff on this, because if so... No, my last move was Earthquake, yeah, and obviously Earthquake couldn't hit the Swallow. So, I kill the Gardevoir as he goes into Nihilego after, which is his best play. I need a massive crit here, I don't get it. He kills me off with Sludge Wave, and that's good game. Now, obviously, we're now 0-3, which is terrible. But here are a couple of things. As I explained, I feel like his play of setting up was a choke. But hey, see you guys next time. Goodbye.